Hello there, this is Linda Jo Martin, the Book Lady, and this is my weekly Christian video. Today I'm going to be talking about sin, and the reason I'm talking about sin today is because it seems to be a problem for a lot of people. Mainly, people don't like to admit to being sinners, and I find that remarkable. It's been on my mind. I've been reading 1 John, which actually says something about sin that I will read to you in a few minutes. But first I wanted to tell you this story about when I first became a Christian. It was in 2013, not very long ago, and I didn't expect to become a Christian. It was a total surprise to me. And one of the things I did right after I became a Christian was to call a member of the religion that I used to belong to, which I declined to name because I don't want to give it any publicity. And I called her and asked her to come over and talk to me because I wanted to give her one chance to tell me why I should be of that religion and not Christian. So she came over and she told me that her husband used to be a Christian, or he was raised Christian at least, and that he left the church because he didn't like that when he went to church he was told that he was a sinner. And so I was surprised because when I was told that we were all sinners when I was in church, I felt relieved that I was not the only one, because I knew I had made many mistakes in my life, and I just loved that there were so many humble people in my church. I wasn't used to being around that many humble people, and I was very, very relieved to be there. It was very comforting. And so I didn't have that feeling of not wanting to be called a sinner. And I thought about it a long time and wondered why it was that he didn't want to be called a sinner, and I realized it was just pride. It's just pride because we want people to think we are perfect and that we don't sin, when in truth, of course we're sinners. Everybody's a sinner. The word sin means missing the mark. It's an archery term, and we all have times in our life where we miss the mark. We do not fulfill our potential. We make mistakes. We hurt other people. Terrible things happen in our lives, and sometimes we're the ones responsible for them. And so it's good to be able to admit that. And so I'm going to read 1 John verse 8 and then 9 and 10. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us. So it's very important to be able to confess to being a sinner. If you think you're perfect, well, you are deceived, because none of us are perfect. It also says that in the Bible. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of the Lord. So I would really appreciate it if you have any wisdom to share about sin, if you would leave a comment here about that, and I would love to hear what you have to say. And I'm going to cut it short and make this a short video so that I can get it uploaded tonight. Thank you so much for coming to listen, and I will talk to you in another video. Bye.